My name is Mark Douglas, and I was long silver. This would have been back in right around 1980 or 1981, or 1980, I think. I was long silver at around 975 an ounce. And there's two 5,000 ounce contracts at the COMEX. In other words, I was long 10,000 ounces of silver at 975 an ounce. And right after I got into the market dropped about 20 cents on it to about 955. So I was down $2,000. And my broker said, well, okay, you know, here's what we're going to do. Instead of getting out, we'll put you into a spread. And so what we'll do is you're long 10,000 ounces of silver in New York. We'll go short 10,000 ounces of silver in Chicago, because you can trade Chicago silver at the Chicago Board of Trade. Everybody with me on this? We want to make sure that you guys are all with, you know, even though I know many of you are stock traders, the concept is the same, okay? So I'm long 10,000 at 975. He puts me short 10,000 at 955 in Chicago. So I've got this spread going on. And then he said, well, when the market goes back in your favor, we'll just take the short leg of the spread off. Now, keep in mind, back then, you guys are, what do you typically pay for commissions, even in commodities? Or even, I don't know what you pay for stock, but typically the average commission is about $4 to $5 a round turn, right? That's what you'd expect to pay? No, what do you think? Less? More? Round turn? Oh, really? Well, you're in the Dow. You're in the Dow Mini. What do you pay for Dow Mini? 11. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, then 11. Okay. Well, back then, back in the 80s, how much you think we were paying back then? Come on, give me a guess. Come on. Yeah. What? Yeah, 125. How's 125 a round turn per contract? So in other words, me to put this trade on cost me 250 bucks. Okay. When he put this one on right here, it cost me another 250 bucks. And then he said, of course, that when the market goes back into my favor, he'll take the short leg of the spread off, and you know I should be all right. So that's exactly what the market did. The market went back up to, you know, right around the 975 area. He took the short leg of the spread off, and then the market immediately dropped back down another 20 cents and put the short leg of the spread back on again. So that's another 250 bucks. Okay. Plus, he just locked in, when he took this off, first of all, he locked in a $2,000 loss by putting this trade on. When the market went back up to 975 and he took this off, he locked in another $2,000 loss. And then when it went back down again, he put it back on and locked in another $2,000 loss. Now I'm down $6,750. Okay. And then, of course, it happened 2 or 3 more times. Now, from the market's perspective, all the markets, the silver market's just in a trading range. That's all it is. It's just in a trading range. But I didn't know how to read chart patterns at the time. I didn't really understand what was going on. I was just listening to him. And so what he was doing is taking advantage of the fact that it was going back and forth between support and resistance and generating commissions for himself. Okay. That was it. That's basically, he was just turning my account. But that's not the story. Okay. That's happened to a lot of people. Of course, it happens less now because we're all responsible for the trades that we put on. All we have to do is click the mouse button, and it's not that much money. But here's the story: is that as these losses are mounting, okay, and I can't sleep and getting real stressed out. You know, I wake up one morning and I thought, you know what, this is it. I just can't take this anymore. I just can't take it. And so, you know, when I got to work, I called them and I said, you know what, just get out of the whole thing. I just can't do this. So just liquidate the position. Does anybody remember the Hunt Brothers silver debacle? it didn't. Does anybody, if I say the word limit up, does anybody understand what I mean by that? Okay, the exchanges will impose artificial price limits of how much a commodity or even stock for that matter can fluctuate in any given day before they stop trading. So we don't have these kinds of moves too much anymore. But back in the 80s, limit moves were really quite common. They really were. In other words, what would happen is this: is that if the market went up, let's say I think in silver it was 50 cents. I don't remember exactly what it was, but if the market went up by 50 cents, they would actually stop trading. Meaning, if the market was bid up to, let's say in this case, $10.25, trading would stop. In essence, what this means is that at 10.25, there were no people, there wasn't anybody in the world. It wasn't, this is important for later on. There wasn't one person in the world who was willing to sell silver at 10.25 if it was a limit move. Not one person. And so what happens is that the price will go up, seeking to find who will actually sell. So what the exchanges didn't want is there to be this huge fluctuation all in one day. There might have been sellers at 10.26, or there might have been sellers at $11, but you don't know that because the exchange says we're going to stop trading at 10.25. You guys with me on this? Okay. So what happened is that I don't think it happened more than maybe half an hour, 45 minutes after I got out. The market was trading right around $9.75 an ounce, where silver went limit up. And went limit up 30 days in a row for $49 an ounce. For $49 an ounce. I was looking now. Think about this. Okay, now think about being in this kind of a winning trade. Now, when we're in a winning trade, the market almost never goes straight up. It never goes straight down. There are rare occasions, of course, like in this case, when it does. So that when we're in a winning trade, we have to constantly be making decisions about where we're going to take profits and how much heat we can take with the market coming back against our position to say, well, is this the time to take profits? Or am I going to let it come back a little bit further? Am I going to come back a little bit further against me? Because, well, is this a normal retracement or is this more significant? Okay. Is this a little bit of a profit taking retracement? Is it more significant? Should I get out now? Do we have more left? Are we going to make new highs? You got to be making all these kinds of decisions. And it's very difficult, as we all know, right? See, in this case, I didn't have to be making any decisions because the market went limit up 30 days in a row. Boom, boom. It was like, wait, go ahead. I was out. I just got out like
What's good, family? How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing?
Doing great, thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing amazing. So really excited to get my week going. I got a little late start on the trading week, but it's all good.
It's good.
All good. Too blessed to be stressed. So I'm gonna start with AJ. So I did have a limit here that I was looking to possibly take. As you can see, so this is our last low right here. This is our last low, and this is the last low before it, and this is the high holding structure. So this was just a redistribution right here, and it can't even be considered the BOSPOI because it is below this last low here. So the only reason I really wasn't willing to set this is because I really feel like it could come up higher. So even though I did have this marked up here, I was really looking for a schematic in this area before I really take the trade. So it does look like it tapped in, and it might be starting to form something, but like I said, won't be taking this for sure until I see a full schematic. So we'll get our buying climax and then second test and our up thrust and all that. So we'll see how this plays out. If it does form a schematic and give us a sign of strength or weakness, or break a structure to the downside, then I'll start looking to take it. AM. So this buy here that I was looking for, the only reason I was looking for it was because we did get a little bit of a break of structure here. We got a low, high, and then a low, and then we got a new high. As you can see, it came down, broke this low here. So we're going to continue looking for sales, but it's looking like it might just be a prolonged accumulation. Like this was the first start into our selling climax, and now we got our automatic rally. So we'll see how this plays out. If it does continue to come lower, then I'll start to look for sales anywhere in this area. I'll be looking for a schematic, or up here, I might even find an extreme. Find an extreme to try to set a limit off of. AU. So this is another one kind of similar to AJ. We got our low and our last low, and then the high in between, which is holding structure. So as you can see, we got our little redistribution here that I was looking to make a play off of. As you can see, that one got stopped out. I didn't set it because what I'm really looking for is something up here. But just gonna look to take this a little bit lower. It isn't getting to an area where I do want to see it accumulate. So if it does start to range a little bit, then I'll hold off on selling to see if it can give us a better. Oops, I didn't even see these. My bad. I will look at these right now.
No worries, brother. You can go through your watch list and then at the end go through the charts if it like helps like keep you.
Yeah, that'll help me keep my train of thought a little bit. All right, for sure. Yeah, okay. I'll look at those at the end, brother. Catch up. Okay, so another one of those. I mean, most of these are. I'm looking for distributions, but as you can see here, we got a redistribution up here, and then I have a limit up here on my extreme. It looks like it could play off of this area. We'll see right now if we're getting a distribution or something. So looks like it did try to distribute here, failed, and now it's coming up. But as you can see, we're not really getting huge impulses up. So if it does distribute here, even on this lower time frame, I might be willing to take that just because of where it's at on the chart. Like it's coming up to this 80% right here. This 80% of this push up. So that would be lovely. So we'll see. I'm gonna be looking for a distribution right up in here. So we'll be waiting. Oops. What pair was that? Sheesh. Oh man. All right. I'll find it after. It is super bullish. So it could be forming an accumulation. The only thing that was stopping me was that it broke below this push down right here. So I'm thinking, even though it is bullish, it's probably going to come down just a tad bit lower before it really starts to make its push back up. GJ. So we're looking for shorts here. As you can see, we got our higher time frame distribution. We got to find climax, automatic rally, second test, up thrust, and then our UTAD break of structure. So we could see it come back up here at some point. I don't have too much faith in that, but I won't be looking for a real sell in this area until it makes a new low. I do actually have this limit set right here, but Um, I don't know. It's been up there for a while, so I might get taken down any day now. But really just looking for shorts. I want to see this break this low before I really like decide to take a trade though. Feel me? Hey chef. So this one that I had waited on for like 2 weeks failed. No worries. Now we're just gonna be looking for a short. As you can see here, we got a little redistribution in this area. So if it were to distribute right there, they wouldn't be wrong for it. Looks like we might be getting something. Buying climax, automatic rally, second test, my sign of weakness, up thrust. So let's say we get a UTAD right up here. Comes up, all we would need is a break structure here. And then so we'll go like this here, and then all we need is that breaker structure, and then we can start to look for our entry right up in here. Really want to raise in these countries. Yeah, that's gonna be the first area I'm looking at on HF, but I want to see it come up here, maybe distribute. But let's look at the daily real quick. Yeah, it could. So here's the thing: if it does come down in this area and give us a nice, like maybe like a 30-minute to 1 hour accumulation, then I will be changing my bias to bullish. But for now, that would be my immediate move, looking for that schematic in there, and then maybe even up higher, looking for a schematic. But that's that for Asia. So for SPX, man, SPX has been feeding me this past couple weeks. Let's see. So I want to see if we can find an accumulation in here. Looks like we might have got something on a smaller time frame. Came down, mitigated, gave us a sign of strength. So realistically, the last push down will be from right here. The last push down before we created a new high would be right here. So I'll probably be looking for this long. I've been freaking eating off SPX, so this will be my setup. So it'll be almost 100 pip stop. So only trade it if you got the capital or whatever. Don't want to be risking too much money if you got a smaller account. Don't want to be risking too much money if you got a smaller account, but money management, what's the word? Preserving capital is more important than gaining capital. Always want to remember that. So EU. Okay, so as you can see here, this technically, let's go a little bit further. Man. Okay, so we got our accumulation, came up, test. So from this area right here, mitigating out this accumulation, we never created a new high. It looks like it's starting to give us a higher time frame distribution. but I don't quite want to say that it's on the higher time frame it's bearish. On the lower time frame for sure. Lower time frame for sure, but we could be looking at this. We could be looking at a 4-hour accumulation right here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my goodness. I'm deleting all these until they go away. All right. So as you can see here, we might have even gotten a fractal accumulation. And then all we really need is a break of structure up here to start really looking for buys. If you were just going off the lower time frame, I could tell you right now, you already got your sign of strength and all that. So we got our selling climax, automatic rally, second test right here. And then we got an STB, and then we got our sign of strength. So really, you could look for buys from this area, but just to be a little bit more confident, I wouldn't take a buy unless they gave me a full schematic and then a STB or a spring and then our sign of strength after. So that's just where I'm standing with that. But even buying from here, it's just because it's kind of ranging. So I'm not really sure about what EU's trying to do. It looks like it could be I don't even know. But this could definitely come lower. You know what I mean? It could come down here, accumulate, or even all the way down here. It's extreme. So we're just gonna have to keep our eyes on it, and just follow where the market takes us, really. UCAD. So we've gotten a new high, breaking structure to the upside. So realistically, show something. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Oh my God. I'm so glad you showed me how to fix that, bro, because that would have ended my whole trading career. I'm telling you. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I do want to see this come lower. So accumulate. So definitely gonna be taking some shorts. I have a short up here. We'll see where it decides to distribute from. UCAD. So we could be looking at an accumulation anywhere in here, but I'm sure there's an extreme inside this accumulation right here. Actually, let's go find it. Let's go look and see. All right, here we go. So we got our selling climax, automatic rally, second test, STB, and then a spring. So this would be considered a type 4. Well, at least I'm looking at it as a type 4. We got our range right there. Selling climax, automatic rally, second test, STB, and spring. And we got our sign of strength here. So if it doesn't come down into this area up here, I mean, if it does but blows through, this is why right here, because we've got an accumulation that's completely unmitigated. And we've got a nice little push down here with some imbalance. So if it were to blow through and could keep coming down to this area, that's exactly why. And so there we'll be looking for an accumulation. Honestly, if it does start to compress before it hits that area, I'll probably look for an extreme to set a limit off of. So if let's say it starts coming down here and goes like this, then I'll start looking for an extreme. G-Chef. I did have a lower time frame buy set up from right here. As you can see, that it hasn't even created a new high yet. So realistically, that was kind of probably irresponsible trade to even try to even think of. But what I really want to see the market do is come up here and distribute. And even if they're feeling real crazy up here, and then I believe I do have an extreme in this area that I'm ready to set a limit on if it were to come up there and start distributing. But because this is mostly bullish. That's probably why I did decide to take this fractal accumulation, because it looks like it distributed here and then it starts to accumulate. But just looking back at my journal and all that, probably not the smartest one. So I'll be looking down here for an accumulation, but more so looking for this sell than anything. Chef Jeff. So we went 40-1. Okay, so still haven't come down to this buy that I'm looking for in this accumulation right here. I don't know, in case you guys aren't able to identify it, so I'm looking at it. Selling climax, automatic rally, second test, and then STB, and then sign a strike. So I'm looking for it to come down here and start accumulating again. But I did hedge a sell up here. So I'm going for my record right now. My record is 44-1. So if we can beat that would be awesome. And then it would take me into a nice little long too. So
Check the price action on the lower time frame where we are right now.
is it accumulating?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had that long up here too that I had set. I think I set this Friday morning or Thursday night. Like barely missed it. When was the 20th of August? Like Thursday night, right? Or Friday morning. Yeah. So it gave us a nice little accumulation, gave us a sign of strength. So really, ooh, I already see it. You see what I see?
Flash drive.
I see. A star. Yeah, this one right here.
Hey, bro, you got a voice. I'm gonna need you to sing at my wedding.
I got you, Wolf. I would be honored. I would be so honored.
You don't have to open this up, but this is what I'm looking at on Chef Chappie.
Is this the drive though that you're talking about?
Yes, sir. Wick to wick. Sure is indeed.
Bing, bang. Bing, bang. I'm about to open all those. I'm like, I get antsy because I want to open all of them. So, like a kid on Christmas.
These are all dropped inside the watch list as well.
Ooh. Yep, that's looking like a blue little trade right there. I like that. Because it's okay, so we got our accumulation, selling climax, or selling climax on rally. Second test, spring, break, retest, boom.
And inside there's that whole thing's another accumulation.
The accumulation right there too.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
What is that 80%, bro?
It's a 10 pipper.
A 10 pepper?
Yeah.
You sure? It looks like an 8 pepper to me.
Am I tweaking?
What's the difference?
Oh, you're right. 8.9. My boy.
A little lighter.
You know we love it. Let's see. Oh, okay. So same thing, or not the same thing as the last one. I think it was UCAT, but we got this higher time frame accumulation. I was looking for it to come in here and accumulate. Looks like it did. Yep, we got a nice little type 4. Selling climax, second test, like STB in the spring, got our break, retest. Got a nice reaccumulation here. Came up, another reaccumulation, and now we're up here distributing. But as you can see, I did have a short here, but that was more so for a hedge. I really want to see this from this accumulation to take off. But looking at this higher time frame, it might be a higher time frame distribution. So, I mean, so from here it would technically be taking off, but just looking at it from a bigger picture, it would just be in a schematic. So hopefully, let's see. Hopefully we can come down, get a nice little accumulation somewhere here. I might even be willing to set a limit, not from right here, not from this area, but down in here. That would be my ideal spot, and we would need like a schematic to form right above it or some compression happen, slower price action. ACAD. So it's finally making its way back to that area, that the first area that I wanted to see it accumulated. To be honest, the probability of it accumulating right there, probably not the highest. Obviously you can see it come way down lower in here. So just looking at where it's at right now. I do have a short from here. Obviously never came down. We did just make our new low though. So it could still come up and give us a nice little distribution and make a new low. So that's really what I'll be looking for. Other than that, I'm not too confident in this accumulation or what it looks like is the start of an accumulation. But yep. So let me check out these charts in the chat real quick. My boys came with them today. Just clicking all the links. Hopefully they all load. Let's go. All right. What's this first one? NJ. Okay. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. I'm over here losing my voice. Damn, I don't even think I have NJ on the watch list.
Everything.
Everything. You like that?
Oh snap! You cracked me up.
Looking for this cell right here.
Yes, sir.
We got this
Redistribution.
Distribution. Boom. Boom. So this was okay. So this is our last high in between the two lows. So that's our high holding bullet, our bearish order flow.
Yep.
Taking the 80% of that. Lovely.
And I believe 80% is looking like
The middle of a schematic.
oh, it's ugly. It's a 22 pip stop. So yeah, I'm waiting for a schematic up there.
Gotta love the higher time frames. I might just throw this in the red. Yep. Give me a little alert right here. Boom. Just like that. what's next? I'm gonna just start Xing them out so I don't get confused. EN. Oh, this is a nice accumulation. So I need to go through the everything list one time this weekend and mark up everything.
Every single week, really?
Yeah, I've been slacking. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's probably contributing to my week slowing down too, huh?
Not being prepared, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, I can see the reaccumulation here. We got our break of structure. So we got our break of structure here and the jump of the creek. So we got our reaccumulation. Those are our two confirmations for the reaccumulation. So did you measure from this wick to this wick? Or did yeah,
what
right.
pair is this? What pair is this?
EN.
EN.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, yeah.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. I think I'm just gonna mark these up while we're on them, so that way I can be a little bit more prepared tomorrow. So what's that? Oh goodness.
I think it's like a 10 or 11 if I'm not mistaken. Oh, never mind. I lied.
Guy. I already knew it wasn't gonna be because I saw you had a box drawn. So I was like,
Wait, bro, you're using forex.com.
oh, that's why. That's the one right there.
Check out Owanda. See, I don't think there's that wick. Oh, never mind. I lied. Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, so you have a box drawn right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be looking for.
I sent the limit that I have. It's on the lower time frame.
Oh, down there.
Yeah, it's like a 3 pip stop. So it's a 15 or 30-second schematic all the way down there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a 2.8 pip stop. If you just want to measure from the bottom, measure 3 pips plus spread.
Oh, you're a smart man. You're a smart man. He said 3 pips plus spread from the bottom.
Easy.
Man, I wouldn't have even thought about that. All right. Lovely.
So yeah, that's going to be my extreme limit on that.
Lovely. Let's see. EA. EA. Ooh. Wanda. So I believe you're looking for a buy here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so my last area I was looking for a buy here, and then I don't know why, but I was anticipating a distribution. So I was like, you know what? I need to stop anticipating things and just take what the market is giving me.
Yeah, she's been so bullish, bro. I've just been waiting for the buys.
Yep. So I'm gonna be right there with you. Just waiting for an accumulation right up in there. That's a little bit of a big of a box, but you're like right in here. Laziness kills. Yeah, so I'm waiting on this accumulation in there. Beautiful. Chef Jappy. Believe I actually.
You already went over that. You could just skip it.
S&P, yep. I love seeing when we have the same markups, bro. I haven't looked at gold though.
It's just lower time frame.
Oh, okay. I want to look at the chart though. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Do you hear it cracking? So, like when I speak low?
Not really.
Okay, good, because it's embarrassing. Whoa, what happened here?
Came all the way down to the extreme, bro.
Tapped into the extreme.
I think it would have hit my stop loss. I didn't have it set, but I think it would have hit my stop loss. So it's just crazy that like it
That's
came down how it did.
Yeah, they came in a day.
Bro, I was waiting for so long and it just came too fast.
Yeah. What the hell? Damn.
But now ultimately,
Are you still looking for a long?
so I'm looking for a lower time frame long just to push price up a little bit more. And I want to see if price is either going to distribute from where price is like that area, or if price is going to break that high to make some new order flow. Yeah.
So we did get our nice little reaccumulation right here. So I might look in this area to buy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're on the same page there.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I would set a limit, but accumulation would be nice. Accumulation is always nice. EU. Okay, so
you already went over that as well.
I believe we're looking at the same thing, but are you looking up here more too?
Yeah, I'm looking up there as well.
Okay. Okay, so we're pretty much the same on that one. EG. Just identifying, okay, so this is the last low before it, high holding bearish order flow or structure.
Yep, so I'm looking for shorts.
Yep, so we're going to be looking up in this area for a distribution, hopefully.
And
it looks like it might have given a lower time frame distribution there, as you can see, but there's no reason for it to be distributing, so looking for that to keep coming up.
Yeah.
Love
and the EG before it was just higher time frame. It was the daily, I believe.
Yep. Looks like an accumulation to me. What we got here? What is this? Euro GBP. So he's looking for the same thing. So okay, I like that, but me personally, okay, so if you were to try and set a limit off these two areas, I would want to see it break above this high right here. But just looking at lower time frame, let's say we get like a nice little 5-minute accumulation here or something, you want to take that, see how long you can take it for. You could definitely go for that. I would just, watch your trade. Make sure you're managing your trade if you're doing these lower time frame setups, because they will get you.
100%.
You gotta manage. Like when you're on the lower time frame trading, you gotta manage your trades.
Yeah, if price does come down there, I'll be watching for the accumulation as well.
Yep. Yeah, for sure an accumulation, but I probably wouldn't be setting any limit to buy.
No limits for sure.
Yeah. And this is Euro USD. Okay, so this is beautiful. I do like how so we did.
Did you say that's Euro USD?
I think that's what it says. Is that what it's? Oh, is that Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Oh, I need glasses, bro. No, don't worry. It's not your link, bro. That's all me. Dang. I just said that. Okay, I like this though. I do like this. So we got our buying climax, automatic rally, second test, up thrust, and then we got a break of structure. And honestly, that's kind of boo for a sign of weakness. But I would really be looking for this distribution in here or even in here. But if let's say like it keeps pushing down, I'm switching to my bias to start looking for accumulations. Only if it starts to push down way more and more and more. Same thing. Okay, so I opened Bitcoin twice. All right. Anything else you guys want me to look at?
That was clean, brother.
I appreciate y'all for tapping in. For real, for real.
Yes,
I'll be on in
sir.
the morning tomorrow because I'm getting up early.
Say no mas. Let's run it up.
All right, really. Y'all have a blessed night. Thank y'all for coming, tapping in with me. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
We set both limits and alerts.
Yeah.
It really just depends. So like we set alerts on anything we're waiting for, and then we will set our extreme limits. So anything that's under a certain amount of pips. I know Dylan, I believe his is like under 15. I'm
Yep.
more so under 10.
And
And
the only reason I really take those bigger stop losses is because I do most of my trading while I'm asleep. So I do set most of my limits. And I don't want to see a bigger stop loss and miss the trade because I didn't want to risk it or whatever. So
hey, bro, do you think you could do a favor and send whatever limit you're going to be placing inside the trading chat?
of course.
Appreciate you, brother.
Got you.
So
Oh, yeah, so
usually if you're setting your limit, what's your max stop loss?
15 to 16 pips usually.
Got it.
And the only reason I like to set more limits than watch the market is because I do work during the day. So I don't always have the time to be actively trading in the morning. But
makes sense.
yeah, so like the limits is just kind of my way to go. And it does bring a little bit higher loss percentage, but it's nothing to really worry about if you're managing your money and making risk management is correct, you know?
Makes sense. And how are you setting your take profits?
So
Like
take
where?
profits. I usually, because I do get up in the morning and check my trades, I usually don't set my take profit, but my take profit, where I usually start taking my partials and then going risk free is, so let's say this schematic is on 30-minute time frame, right? So let's say we set a limit here and it comes down. I wouldn't take my first partial until it came above this high and broke the new structure. You get me? And then that's also where I would start to go risk free, just because the schematic was on 30 minutes. So if the schematic was on, like, let's say I was looking in a schematic in here on the 1 minute time frame, if it came in, tapped in, and then broke structure on the 1 minute time frame, then that's where I'd take my partials.
Got it.
Yep.
Makes sense. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. Anything else?
That was all from my side, brother. I'll tap in with you in the AM.
For sure. I'm gonna be tapping with you a little early.
Say no mas, brother. Have a great night, everybody.
Y'all too.